Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome for the first time. If this is your first time, I am Vivania or Valeria Vania, and I am so happy that you took some time to join in and to connect with me today. Listen, I know it's been a little bit of time since I dropped a video talking to you all in front of the camera in the room, but you know, I'm really priding myself on authenticity on this channel, and because I've experienced a whirlwind of emotions and things in the last month, I had to just dial it back a little bit and take some time with just God and me. Because I'm really learning that if I have nothing to give, if I don't pour into myself, then I cannot give to you all. But your girl is back now, and I have a word from the Lord that is so profound that I really want to share with you. It'll be pretty quick. Y'all know I like to talk usually at least 20 to 30 minutes, but I'm pretty tired tonight, to be completely honest. And I've been putting this word off for at least a week or two. And so I really just want to go ahead and get it out. Um, I have been reading my 1 year Bible, and while I was in First Samuel, I got a revelation about obedience being better than sacrifice. We hear that all the time: obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience is better than sacrifice, and I think that we never really got the context about what it really means. Okay. Most times when we hear obedience is better than sacrifice, we're thinking, and y'all don't mind my nails. I gotta go. I was gonna try to hide them, but things have been happening. Okay, I'm not perfect. We gotta go get the. This is a gel manicure. I gotta go get the gel removed. Okay, just it's fine. I was gonna try to stop, not like show my hand, but again, authenticity. Like it's fine. Sometimes you don't have your nails completely done. Don't judge me. Um, Anyhow, most times when we think obedience is better than sacrifice, it's like the sacrifice of what you would get if you didn't obey, right? So it's like if you don't obey, then you sacrificed whatever God was supposed to give you. And that is true, but if you get the entire context of what is going on, then you will know that in this context, sacrifice wasn't the result of what you're going to miss because you didn't obey. The sacrifice in this context was what you thought you should have been doing, the reason you didn't obey. So I'm going to read First Samuel 15 to you, the first 20 something verses, just because I need you to really understand the context, and then just explore a little bit more of the revelation that God gave me about it. And then I'll let you guys go. This is all off the dome. I don't have any notes about this except for what God has been whispering to me. And so I believe that it's going to help someone and enlighten someone. So this is First Samuel 15. I'm reading from the New International Version. It says, Samuel said to Saul, I am the one the Lord sent to anoint you king over his people. So listen now to the message from the Lord. This is what the Lord Almighty says. I will punish the Amalekites for what they did to Israel when they waylaid them as they came up from Egypt. Now go, attack the Amalekites and totally destroy them, all that belongs to them. Do not spare them. Put to death men and women, children and infants, cattle and sheep, camels and donkeys. So Saul summoned the men and mustered them at Telaim, 200,000 foot soldiers and 10,000 from Judah. Saul went to the city of Amalek and set an ambush in the ravine. Then he said to the Kenites, Go away, leave the Amalekites so that I do not destroy you along with them. For you showed kindness to all the Israelites when they came up out of Egypt. First problem, God didn't tell him to do that. This is what he thought he should do, because they showed kindness at some point. So the Kenites moved away from the Amalekites. Then Saul attacked the Amalekites all the way from Havilah to Shur, near the eastern border of Egypt. He took Agag, king of the Amalekites, alive, and all his people he totally destroyed with the sword. But Saul and the army spared Agag and the best of the sheep and cattle, the fat calves and lambs, everything that was good. These they were unwilling to destroy completely, but everything that was despised and weak they totally destroyed. Then the word of the Lord came to Samuel. I regret that I have made Saul king, because he has turned away from me and has not carried out my instructions. Samuel was angry, and he cried out to the Lord all that night. Early in the morning, Samuel got up and went to meet Saul, but he was told, Saul has gone to Carmel. There he has set up a monument in his own honor and has turned and gone on down to Gilgal. When Samuel reached him, Saul said, The Lord bless you. I've carried out the Lord's instructions. But Samuel said, What then is this bleating of sheep in my ears? What is this lowing of cattle that I hear? Saul answered, The soldiers brought them from the Amalekites. They spared the best of the sheep and cattle to sacrifice to the Lord your God, but we totally destroyed the rest. Enough, Samuel said to Saul. Let me tell you what the Lord said to me last night. Tell me, Saul replied. Samuel said, Although you were once small in your own eyes, did you not become the head of the tribes of Israel? The Lord anointed you king over Israel, and he sent you on a mission, saying, Go and completely destroy those wicked people, the Amalekites. Wage war against them until you have wiped them out. Why did you not obey the Lord? Why did you pounce on the plunder and do evil in the eyes of the Lord? But I did obey the Lord, Saul said. I went on the mission the Lord assigned me. I completely destroyed the Amalekites and brought back Agag, their king. The soldiers took sheep and cattle from the plunder, the best of what was devoted to God, in order to sacrifice them to the Lord your God at Gilgal. But Samuel replied, Does the Lord delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as much as in obeying the Lord? To obey is better than sacrifice, and to heed is better than the fat of rams. For rebellion is like the sin of divination, and arrogance like the evil of idolatry. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he has rejected you as king. I'll stop there. So that was 1 Samuel 15, 1 through 23. So, as you can see, in this context, sacrifice is not the, it's the consequence of what you would have gotten if you obeyed, but it is also the thing that you did instead of obeying. Our God is saying our obedience, doing exactly what it is that he told us that we were supposed to do, is better than any sacrifice, is better than what we thought we should do in that moment. Case in point, you tithing. God told you to give 10%. You think that you need to take that 10% and put it towards a bill because you're paying off your debt. That is your sacrifice. Now you don't even know that God had planned to multiply that 90% in a way that you could not have imagined if you would have sown it in the way that he told you. But now you're still in scarcity, trying to figure out how to make this 90% work when it was never enough in the first place. Obedience is better than sacrifice. It's better than what we thought we should do. We have to be radically obedient. That is my point. We have to be radically obedient. We have to obey quickly and we have to obey completely. We can't just do half of what it is that God said. We have to do the full thing. And I've been having that experience in my life way more than I even can like explain right now. I'm in a season of radical obedience, having to say no to things that I want to partially say no to. If I have to say no fully, saying yes to things that I really want to say no to. You get what I'm saying? So I really hope that this makes sense. Ultimately, obedience is better than whatever you thought you should do in that moment. And I implore you to obey God and follow his instructions to a T, because God is all knowing. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I don't know what's going on. Either it's the enemy or something trying to get on my nerves. So I don't finish making this video tonight. I'm going to go ahead and finish it. My phone died. Alarm went off. I just re-recorded. The video was all blurry. I guess I touched the lens with my thumbs that got... Anyway, what I'm saying for the fifth time is God is all seeing, all knowing, all powerful. He is the creator of the universe and the author and finisher of our faith. So, in this journey to obedience and in this growth in obedience, it is important for us to be radically obedient, fully and completely obedient, and quickly obedient because He already knows what the beginning and the end of what's happening is. And our human minds can only conceive up to a certain point based on our experiences and our intellect. Because God is infinite, we can't see what He has. So when He gives us what He has for us, so when He gives us instructions, it is in our best interest to do exactly what it is that He said. Don't cut corners. Don't make your sacrifice or what you think you're supposed to do in this moment be the thing that you do, because you never know what He's either trying to lead you to or take you from or redirect you or whatever the case. So I just really wanted to share that with you. I really pray that this resonates deeply with you, that it is a confirmation for somebody, that it enlighten the eyes of someone's understanding today. I encourage you to read 1 Samuel 15, just the full chapter, or just verses 1 through 23, and ask God to give you a revelation on this obedience is better than sacrifice. Um, Concept. But I just really want to leave you all with the charge to obey God radically, relentlessly, fully, completely, and quickly. Don't try to sprinkle in your own little instructions. If He said, do A plus B minus C equals D, don't try to do A minus B plus C equals D. Don't do that, because you don't know what you're doing. Just okay. So, yes, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Send this to somebody that you know it will touch, that it will enlighten, that it will help, that it will give some revelation to. And as always, I love you. Jesus loves you. God loves you. And until next time, I will see you soon.